Hi, this is Carlos with Young Living Street Hockey. I have my special guest today with me, my brother Danny, who is also our vice president, and he's now the chief technology officer. Now that we have gone to officially to a nonprofit, so we're gonna ask a couple questions today for Dan about the technology piece. So hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions about the website, Game and Play, he's the guy to talk to. His information is on the website. So. Thanks for tuning in. And so just a couple questions for Dan. Dan, what are we working on this year so far with the website?
Primarily, one of the things that Colin and I have talked about and focused on is trying to make the website as accessible and as easy to use as possible. So some of the things that we're trying to focus on, as well as formalizing some of our policies and our handbook and some of our playoff format, things like that. So some of the things that we've discussed with the website is the fact that we kind of have one About Us page that has a ton of information on it, and one of the goals is to make the menu a little bit more straightforward, to kind of break it up into league features and have a page specifically for our handbook and our policies, and then a page about the mini camp and dedicated specifically to that, as well as a page for the playoffs, because we're always trying to experiment with the format of the playoffs and kind of have transparency into that process as well, because each year we're trying to make it more competitive and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. So if we have a page dedicated to the discussion of the playoffs, then that will kind of help us as a team, as a management team, as well as help parents kind of see specifically. So that's one focus right off the bat, is to kind of focus on having a few different pages that will help break up the menu to kind of make it easier to navigate even to the stats and to the standings, and work on the team page to have more visibility into the players and things like that. But that's kind of the first focus, I would say.
Absolutely. So we noticed that on the About Us page, there's just so much information that we have on it. It's actually our league outline that is just thrown up there. So Dan does a great job. Whenever I ask him to get something done, he's usually pretty quick about it, and does a great job with it. So that's the first thing.